Some girl. Don't you fucking hate when women talk? Maybe you'd be able to sing then. Maybe you'd be able to sing and you wouldn't be such a fuck up. Maybe you wouldn't be such a fucking dipshit eating off the floor every time you go to Bangladesh on holiday to learn about yourself. You fucking failure. You're a fucking failure. Because I'm rich, I can. I'll walk in a hotel. The lights are too bright. I'm sorry, sir, that our lights are not on a dimmer. This isn't even legal. These lights are too bright. This isn't even legal in my country. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Interesting. Wow. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, I really give a shit. I don't just want to pound you. Really interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go have sex. I hate seeing full-grown men learning other languages. It pisses me off. You can poo your pants. You can lay on your back and aim your cock to piss in your mouth if you have enough money and keep your girl. Follow me. I will lead you to the promised land. I will allow you to be my disciple. But only robots can be my disciple. You have to obey. Your ancestors didn't put up with any of this crap. You're here with a turban on and a butt plug.
Well guys, it looks like that we are back here once more with what has to be the most determinedly goofy man in the AMU, and the man who has just not been able to recover after taking such a bad L in the ring that he ended up on his knees in blowjob position, the one and only Andrew Tate. And you see, we have been watching Andrew Tate's journey as a lolcow just continue to develop over the past couple of months, where he has finally gotten back from his world tour and has been hosting what he calls his emergency meetings, which are basically just his meetings for his little war room glazers that follow him and pay him money, and are meetings that are just continuing to get more ridiculous as he is getting increasingly more desperate for attention. And fuck me, is he getting desperate for attention to try to stay relevant, because the only attention he's really been getting has either been from him going on an apology tour or trying to claim that Sneeko wanted to fuck him. So with that being said, we're just gonna hop into the most recent meeting, which was all over the damn place, and which has to be some of the goofiest shit that we've seen from the AMU in a hot minute, when it comes to one man sitting in front of a mic and just yapping. And you see, this recent emergency meeting that he decided to host started off with Andrew being very upset about one particular topic, and that was the topic of culture. And it wouldn't be, you know, in any type of intellectual way, but instead was because he was upset that he went to all of these different countries and they didn't cater to him and they were just doing things that he didn't like, apparently.
We're here to talk about culture because it's pissing me off. I'm tired of these third world peasants telling me how shit runs in their countries. I don't give a fuck how you think things are done in your nation. When I turn up, I bring my culture with me. Things change. I'm not some fucking peasant. Take me to the 5-star. Who speaks English? Do you understand sanitization for a kitchen before you prepare my meal? I was recently in some country, they're like, oh, in our country we do it this way. You did. You did do it that way, but now I'm here. So you're going to do it my way. I'm tired of this shit. I am tired of this crap. The only reason I learn the culture of countries I go to is to make sure I don't do it. Tired of these motherfuckers trying to tell me what to do in their countries, which are basically mine, because I'm a fucking American. You know what your ancestors did when they saw an opposing culture? They murdered them all. When someone came up to your ancestors and said, we're not the same as you, we're from another culture, you know what your ancestors did? What? And now here you are a couple hundred years later and someone comes up to you and goes, I'm from a different culture. And you're like, I'll do the same as you. Your ancestors hate you. Your ancestors hate, that's why you're so unlucky. Your ancestors are watching over you from the fucking clouds like, this dipshit is failing us. We died to stop their culture getting anywhere near ours. And look at him, he's eating off the fucking floor. You and Jack, gay orgy. Lucy's gone, so now he's bumming you in some South Pacific island. The fuck is wrong with you people? He'll slap you straight in your fucking face for failing the bloodline. I've never failed. My ancestors know I don't speak a fucking word of Romanian. They know it.
So as you can clearly already tell, we're just starting off on some pure and utter bullshit, to where this guy just seems like he's mad for no reason. And I had to do a whole lot of cutting because in between those sentences, he was taking like 4 to 5 second long rips of the hookah, while just going nuts about culture. And I don't even know why he's so mad or why he's so upset when he's the one who has been traveling to these countries on purpose and has been trying to promote them as great places and this and that, when he just decided he was gonna come back and immediately start bitching about it. Like, I don't know what they made him do when he was visiting all of these different little countries on this supposed world tour, but apparently it was enough for him to be pretty damn pissed off and to need to rant about it. Because after this, he then started to continue to go on about how he just hates culture in general now, and for some reason, he was particularly mad at India, but it wasn't even because he was mad about maybe cleanliness, or maybe the way he was treated, or anything along those lines, but instead, he was specifically mad about them dancing. And he was mad enough to where they just became the target throughout the entire rant, was him just bashing the living shit out of Indians.
I don't like culture. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be near it. I don't want to be around it. Welcome to India. Here is our dance. Well, stop it. Hello? Everyone stop. This dance is shit. Stop now. Jesus Christ. If your culture was so fantastic, why is your country a fucking dump? And unfortunately, when you go outside, some Indian still has culture. Imagine that. And there's still some fucking Indian. Kill me. Just kill me. At least stop that. At least stop the dancing. Stop the dancing. Stop the singing. Please, someone put an end to this.
And yeah, I do not know what the hell the Indians did to anger this man to such an extent, because apparently he likes the dance at least a little bit considering he keeps hitting that goofy ass shit while he's sitting there ranting. And it still was just the beginning of all of his bullshit, because after this, he then continued to go on during this emergency meeting, which was supposed to be some type of learning for all of his little war room glazers and viewers, but instead it's just turned into whatever the fuck this is. And he started to get mad as well that everybody is just apparently banging drums everywhere he goes. And he then followed it up by continuing to just get mad about people dancing.
Everyone's banging a drum. Everywhere I go, someone's banging a fucking drum. In fucking Uganda, they're banging drums. Build roads. No, it's I'm gonna bang this drum and sing this song. The song's not even on Spotify. It's not even a good song. I wouldn't play this in my Bugatti. This is a terrible song. La 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 la. To stop. Stop it. This song blows. Whenever culture's around me, I get upset. You know when you're walking around, you're in some Western country, you're just walking around minding your business. And they decided to show you the culture of other nations. And before you know it, there's some fucking African tribe dancing in a circle. Ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga. And everyone's like, ooh, and filming on their phones. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you people doing?
And yeah, I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about anymore, or what he's ranting about, or why this has been such a long rant about his hatred for India and for dancing and drums. But it was already just goofy as shit and ridiculous. But he was nowhere near done, because along with this, we then had a bit of a topic change with these meetings, and he started discussing a date that he went on with some chick. And of course, since he's on his culture kick and he's pissed off from his world tour that he himself decided to go to, he was discussing culture with her in it, and it got to the topic of what she needs to do to basically have a good life with him. And his response was to then go on this rant right here and talk about how the best thing that she could do is to basically just be a robot and do whatever the fuck he tells her.
So I'm sitting there with the woman I picked out of the 6, telling her I'm not even controversial. Everything you've been told is a lie. You need to follow me as my disciple. I'll teach you how the world works. She's like, well, how does the world really work? The best thing you can do, the best hope you have for living a great life, for having children, having security, having a big house, having a nice car, and being happy, it is to turn your brain off and listen to me. Become a robot that says yes, sir, to Andrew Tate, and you will live a fantastic life. You'll have children, you'll be rich, you'll have a house, you'll have a car, you'll have everything. If you just listen to me. Wouldn't you get bored with a robot? There's nothing I want more. Bored? A robot? Yes, sir, no, sir? With titties like yours? There's nothing I could dream of that would be remotely as rewarding. A robot's exactly what I want. It's all I want. All of your thoughts will annoy me. They'll all get in the way.
So yeah, we went from him being mad about culture to him being mad about dancing and drums, and now we're on to how he just wants his women to be robots with tits who do everything he says and don't think for themselves whatsoever because it would just get in the way and it would just piss him off. So we are literally just all over the damn place at this point and just trying to rage bait for any type of attention and engagement. And the dude's just blabbering and not helping any of his charges whatsoever with this shit. But he then continues to just get more ridiculous with it because, as we've already discussed, he is desperate to get any form of engagement, and he starts hitting the robot and continuing this rant, and it just speaks for itself because the shit is so damn goofy.
Yes, sir. I will get a pink manicure. I will show you my titties. Yes, Andrew, you are so famous. I'm a celebrity. I don't need to hear any bullshit from you. I don't need any life advice. I don't need to be told how to get famous or important or rich with the only things that matter. I've already won. Okay? If you want to be part of my world, you're going to follow my rules. Yes, sir. No, sir. Keep your nails done. Wear heels. Nice and easy. Let's keep it nice and easy here. Nice and easy. I don't want you to be all like Romanian. Why you make a cheating on me? That's not even in English.
And the only thing that was nice and easy was how nice and easy it was for Chase Damore to whoop his ass in the ring. Because he's been too busy doing goofy shit like this rather than training, where he's just going on and on about how he just expects his women to be these perfect little robots that just do what he wants, when he wants, and that's it. And of course, as you heard, he just had to do some self-glazing in the middle of that, which is what these emergency meetings normally are, is just him talking about how rich he is and how great it is that he's rich and how you're not rich and yada yada. But of course, he then used this as an opportunity to transition into some self-glazing, which ends up with him somehow talking about how great of a person he is and how he's not going to orgies and doing coke and just ending up all over the place again. Like, I don't know what the hell this meeting is or where this is even supposed to be going, but it's actually just all over the fucking place.
I made more money than any of you are ever going to make. I have more kids than any of you are ever going to have. I'm more famous than any of you are ever going to be. I have more cars than any of you are ever going to have. Guys, I've completed life. All your dreams and aspirations, boring. Did that years ago. I've done everything. My head's full of dollars. My head's full of money. You can't get in here. It's full. The bucket's full of money. You don't get to pour your crap in, your language and your words and your fables and your fucking stories. Everything they've told you and everyone else is a lie, and I just popped up and said, I'm rich with FU money, so I'm going to tell the truth. And I became the most famous man in the world and had to go to jail for it. Because in a world of lies, the truth is considered controversial. I'm not a controversial character, guys. When I go to New York and I meet billionaires and do business meetings, all of them sniff coke and go to sex parties. I don't go to orgies. I don't sniff coke. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I don't go to sex parties. I'm not a closeted homosexual like other streamers. There's nothing weird about me. There's nothing controversial about me. I'm just a guy. I have a bunch of girlfriends because I'm rich. I drive my cars. I play chess on the internet. Woo! He's controversial. He said blacks rob people. Hello, Get a flight to Chicago and you'll see that I was right.
So yeah, we were truly just bouncing all over the fucking place in these little emergency meetings he's been doing. But it was still not kind of where the ridiculousness ended, and it was still not where the self-glazing ended. Because he then kind of had a segment after talking about the whole sex parties and orgies thing, and after throwing another shot at Sneeko, where he's still trying to push the notion that he wants to fuck him, which is a crazy notion to push. I don't know why he wants this so bad. But he then talked about how you can do anything when you're rich, and you can do anything and still keep your woman. And he just starts ranting about how you could shit your pants and continue to shit your pants and it wouldn't matter. Because you can just apparently do whatever the fuck you want when you're as rich as him. And for some reason he decided that shitting your pants was the route he wanted to go.
You can do whatever the fuck you want if you're rich. You don't have to do anything with women but be rich. You can literally be a drug addict who's fat, who doesn't talk, but if you're rich, your girl won't leave you. And you can literally be the nicest man who is caring and attentive and go broke and she's out the door. That's it. Don't go broke and you can do whatever you want. You can have a bunch of wives, you can take drugs, you can be fat, you can shit yourself. As long as she gets $1 million a month allowance, you can literally walk around and randomly shit your pants. And she'll be like, I love him. He's such an artist. Smell his poop.
And yeah, this is basically what this goober has resorted to at this point, which is just ranting about stupid shit that apparently upset him, before then just making some wild claims about women and about what he wants, and then just trying to talk about shitting his pants so that he can get as much engagement as possible, and so that he can hopefully gain a few more viewers. So we have literally resorted to talking about shitting ourselves at this point. And after this, he went on more and more about culture, and it was just a whole lot of his usual yapping, and was just as stupid. But with that said, that's enough of this clown for one day, so if you enjoyed, please drop the sub and a like, and join the Saints Mafia, where we are flaming this downright dipshit. And I'm out. Watching Andrew Tate continue to do whatever it takes to get a little bit of attention. And peace.
And when you see your cleaner going from place to place, you'll watch him go. And you can just stand there like Scrooge McDuck, watch him. You can do that when you're rich. You can do that. You can make him do the ooga booga. You make him do whatever the fuck you want. Because you got dollars. And bullets. And intercontinental ballistics. Sanitization. You know?